Good morning from the Wild Man Cabin. I want to tell you today that all you need is 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the morning to raise your energy levels, achieve flow state or genius zone, whatever you want to call it. Really just feel more aligned with what matters to you and feel more energy to fuel your day. Now, I work with some men that are doing incredible things in their lives. Some may call them high performers. I call them human beings that are doing cool shit. Now, people who are doing cool shit, prioritizing their health and being in alignment with their health and their wants and desires is not always super common. A lot is riding on them to show up for everyone else. And that's not always easy. It's definitely not easy to prioritize yourself when you feel like so much is riding on you to show up. When that feeling that people will fail or lose without you, or that others' livelihoods rely on you showing up, it's easy to push your own shit aside, right? And that can be an incredibly scary and even lonely place, because on one hand, you do have to keep showing up. However, when you're not showing up for the island, you will lose yourself. And eventually, it'll all come apart, and then everyone loses. This has been one of my greatest sins in the past. Lying to myself that my selflessness is noble, that throwing my own health or my own wants and desires on the railroad tracks is somehow justified because others need my saving. It's kind of like that savior complex. So many of my clients, when they first come to me, they're interested in putting more energy and attention towards the I, because they've come to the realization that it's directly linked to their long-term success, even though energetically it tends to feel like survival. So we often look at optimizing schedule, and we do that by using techniques and strategies to initiate this intention to achieve more alignment with body, being, balance, and business. And look, the routines and the techniques, they're a good place to start, but what I see happening is that often people can get hung up on the techniques, especially men. We suck at this. We're wired to be very strategy and solution focused. And of course, this can serve us. This is a gift, but it also sometimes can be the thing that holds us back and distracts us. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you're really after? When you decide to meditate or journal or start a new morning routine, what is it that you're really after? What's the desired outcome? And this is something I've struggled with in the past. I used to sabotage my whole freaking day. If one part of that component, one checkbox wasn't checked in my morning routine, if it didn't go right or I ran out of time, I would completely self-sabotage. I'd be like, oh great, my day's gonna go to shit now. And I realized that I was really just feeding my own self-development addiction. Each time I check off a box, I was missing the point. It's a feeling that you're after. It's an opportunity to summon up energy and get in touch with who you truly are. It's an opportunity to own your shit and your light. It's a time for self-honesty. What's true for you? What are you afraid of? What are you excited about? What makes you feel energized and powerful so that you can reach that state and stay there every damn day? And how does that influence your results? So instead of focusing on the duration or the technique or whatever it is for your morning or evening routine, focus on the desired feeling or state of being. How would you like to go into each day? How would you like to feel every single day? When you accept this and you really own this and practice it religiously, you will realize that the duration or the specific strategy is not important at all. It's the intention. And for someone who can't devote hours a day to meditation or movement or journaling or whatever it is, this information and this revelation really can be weaponizing. It can be weaponizing for the mind and the body. And the results are liberating. And I think you have to question too, like the need for allotting so much time to these things. Sure, there may be a time and place for that, but we're not here to merely exist and just go from retreat to retreat and say that we meditate a lot. And I'm not really interested in working with anyone who has adopted this way of thinking. I believe that we are here to become more of who we are and expand and create. This is something that my clients are really showing up for. So while we do tend to start with techniques and practices, there's a transition that takes place to focusing on getting the most out of 5 minutes. So giving yourself just 5 minutes every single morning to go to that place and summon up that energy and go after the results you desire. So if this video resonates and you'd like to know more about how I help my clients achieve life-changing results in body, being, balance, and business, I'd like to invite you to schedule a free breakthrough call with me today. And look, there's nothing for sale in this call. This conversation is all about elevating your thinking, and I will push you to challenge any faulty thinking. If you'd like to know more, leave the message in the comments below, interested, and I'll swing around. We'll have a chat, and we'll take it from there. So, thank you for watching the video. Have a wonderful weekend. Talk soon.